The table right there.
Off the rip. I've had a guy wanted me to be in a poly relationship, and he told me off the rip, like off the rip. The man, when I first met him, he said to me, he was like, "Listen, I like you and all, but I'm letting you know I'm talking to somebody and we're in a relationship, and what we're looking for is an extra partner, blah 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 blah, this that." So he explained it to me. Never been in one a day in my fucking life. But guess what? I tried it. It wasn't for me. I realized it wasn't for me. I didn't do a female. A female did me, but it was one of those things where it was just, I said to myself, okay, it's a check in my book, did that, whatever. But I realized it wasn't for me. But what I loved about it is that his honesty.
Right from the get-go.
From the jump. And that's what
And
made
that's
me
what,
respect him.
and
Because
that's
it
the
was
more
like,
respect about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
because you can't say anything about it now at the end of it because it was right there on the table for you. That's now up to your choice if you wanted to enter it or not. At your own risk, as they say.
Yo, he was one of the realest niggas that I met. He's still one of the realest niggas we talk occasionally or whatever the case may be. But he's like a nigga that keeps it a buck. Like, he'll tell you his feelings. He'll tell you what it is.
I like that.
Hey, I talked to my ex yesterday. Okay, cool. Like, he's just that nigga. And it's one of those things where he was so transparent to the point where it's like, you have to second guess yourself. Like, my nigga, like, you can keep some shit to yourself. Like, you get me? But it was like, now anybody that comes after that, you're going to have to match that energy, my nigga. Because if you're not in the forefront from the jump, let me know. If you have a problem with your baby mother, I need to know what the relationship with you and your baby moms is and how she feels about you being in a relationship with somebody else. I need to know these things. Don't wait
before you go into the landmine.
Thank you. Don't let me go in there.
Yes. Okay.
And then blindsided, and I'm stepping on all landmines here. Boom, one leg gone. Boom, next leg gone. And I'm here by myself. I'm crawling because you're not gonna fucking help me. You understand what I mean?
True.
So, yeah. So that's what I gotta say on that.
I have to respect that. Totally respect that. And it's the same thing with ladies. Just be straight up with the dude. Let him know from the get-go you're not interested. If this guy can't take no for an answer, at least he knows straight up from the get-go.
Facts.
No.
So what would you say about Blue Face and Chrisean? You know, it's very, well, first off, congratulations to Chrisean. She had a beautiful baby boy. He is so beautiful. She named him, he's a junior after her, which I thought was so dope. Their relationship is very toxic, as everybody knows. It's very toxic. But I feel like she's finally seeing the light. Like, they say that motherhood changes you. I think that as she was coming closer to becoming, her final, before she pushed, she went into labor. I believe that she started to transform into somebody.
Well, it can definitely transform both a male and a female when a child is coming into it. Now, it depends on them if they want to transform for the betterment of the child. Right. So for Blueface or any man that's out there, when your child comes into this world, for me, I have a 20-year-old son. And the minute I always said, even before my son was born, is that if I have a child, it's not about my life anymore. It's about my youth and them being happy with their life. So, yeah, you've already you've been out there, you made all this great money and all that now. It's time to actually do right for the child. So that means being right by the mother, doing whatever it is. Now, if she's finding the light to get out of this toxic relationship or try to see better or make the relationship not being toxic anymore, because I don't really know it too much in regards to that, because I don't really follow these new rappers any that much. But yeah, if she's finding that type of route in regards to the betterment of the child and having the child in a better world environment that's not going to be toxic, cheers to her. Because every one of us is growing up for something that was traumatic or toxic to us that we're trying to overcome even in our adult stages to this day.
Facts.
Right?
That's a fact.
So I definitely agree with her in regards to that. You don't want your child growing up in any type of environment that's going to be not a happy, toxic situation.
So she was right. So in that case, everyone was like, at first, everybody was getting at her because she had her baby on live, literally.
That's this new generation now.
Secondly, everybody was getting at her because they felt like Blueface wasn't there. Like, not at her. They were getting at Blueface. Oh, you weren't present because he was with his other bitch. The ant lady,
So
because I call her the ant lady. She's shaped like an ant. Like her legs and her ass do not match.
what is it? BBL type of bullshit?
BB no, she
BB
got a
no?
BB no.
Okay, good.
But Chrisean, she basically went online the next day and was like, listen, I told him not to come. I didn't want that negative energy around my child, which is by all means, it's her first child.
It's her first
Giving
child. Yeah.
You have the right, mama, and I love that.
I respect
because the
that.
old Chrisean, let's be real, her and Blue Face probably would have been arguing on the live as she was pushing, trying to push the baby out. Her and fucking Blue Face are arguing. So her not having him in that room gave her that sense of relief where it's like, yes, I can be me. I can be the old Chrisean. She keeps saying, I want to go back to who. Yes, like Chrisean, it's okay. People make mistakes.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for what you're going through now, you wouldn't be who you are.
Exactly.
And people accepted you not because of the old Chrisean, because of the Chrisean that's here.
That's growing.
And people are loving you. People are going to love and hate you regardless of the situation. People are going to have things to say about her, how she handles motherhood and all these type of things, right? And it's
everyone's going
about
to be a critique.
And how you react on it, right? You're going to make mistakes.
Of course.
But when Blue Face hit her with the, I'm going to call Child Protective Services, nigga, you're the last person who should be talking about calling CAS on nobody's picking when you and your aunt farm over there don't even have everything going on. Like, that makes no fucking sense.
The whole thing that gives me a laugh with that even statement right there is that a lot of these rappers have this persona that, oh, well, I don't need to be having the law coming into like my family situation and such. I'm such a G, I can handle it like that. Center. And you're now going to be saying I'm going to be calling child services and all. Bruh, stop acting like you's a thug and just be who you is. You're not that real to be handling your shit the way that you're supposed to be handling your shit.
You want to be a thug.
You a wannabe.
No.
And this is the thing that I can't stand with a lot of these brothers that try to like pretend like they're a thug, but then you're ready to run and call Babylon or whatever, call your boys instead of handling it like a man, like your damn self.
And and that's crazy to me. I say that to niggas all the time. Like, listen to me, man. That's how 95% of these niggas end up in jail. I'm not gonna say 95. I would say probably 85% of y'all are in jail because you went to go deal with a situation that your homeboy called you and told you, yo, I felt disrespected, something happened, boop, 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 and you took matters into your own hands. Now you're sitting behind bars, watching from a distance while your niggas out here fucking your bitch, out here fucking your baby mother, out here running your block, doing all these type of things, not putting money on your books, not coming to see you, not checking in on your family, not doing any of that. You feel me? But at the same time, you guys want to call each other brothers. Don't fucking call me your brother or a sister. Don't call me your sis if you don't mean that shit. If you're not gonna go if you're not gonna stay 10 toes down for me, don't call me your sis, bro. Exactly. At all. Meaning, I don't need you to call me to give me shit. I just need you to call or even send a text to check up on me. That's it. That's it. I don't need no conversation from nobody. Just send me a text and see if I reply. That's me. Sometimes I just send random texts just to see if you're going to reply to make sure that you're good. That's it. Yeah. We don't even have to have a whole conversation.
Nope.
Me just saying to you, yo, you good? How you feeling today? That's it.
When you have a good relationship with someone, you don't talk to them on a regular basis. Like the real ones that I have with my brothers, we don't talk to each other on a regular basis. We all have lives.
That's a fact.
We all have children that need to grow up and like live lives.
If
like
you're at home,
the hell.
If you're at home, if I call you every day and you're at home, you're worthless. None of my friends, and I'm dead ass serious. None of my friends, down to my best friend Nkrumah, who has his own painting company and does his own thing. You feel me? Like, none of my friends, Destiny, Afia, none of my friends are bums at all. And I try to surround myself, and this is my advice to all y'all. Everyone wants to know how big your circle should be. My circle is a period. My circle is a dot. You understand? Everybody else, your acquaintances, I don't mind seeing hi, bye, whatever the case may be. But other than that, your circle should be a dot, a period. You guys say period anyways. Period. Pooh. Period. Yep. I don't need that extra shit. I don't need that extra drama. I need like-minded people like myself around me to boost me.
The way how I move is just this simple. If you're not adding a happiness to what I'm already having
We
a
need a shot for
happiness
that.
with my
Come.
life, nobody come around me. Again, yes, it is.
Vodka is nasty.
But again, if you cannot add happiness, and this is the problem that a lot of people I find with this whole relationship thing, as we now somewhat on this subject, they're looking for someone to make them happy instead of adding someone that adds happiness to their lives.
Okay, so I have a question. So I'm gonna segue into this, adding happiness into your life, right? So at one point, this woman thought she had all the happiness in the world, but then come to find out she didn't. She went on the internet and she expressed how she felt about something, and then it was public knowledge.
Okay.
When it was public knowledge, a friend. How can I put this? It's very simple. You don't watch Love and Hip Hop. That's why you say
I
you don't
do.
watch
I
it.
did. I
Okay,
watched
okay.
a couple of episodes.
So basically, the situation I'm talking about is Erica Mena when she called
Okay.
Spice a blue monkey. And then she went from calling Spice a blue monkey to making the monkey sounds, because I watched the episode, to making the monkey sounds. Not only did she do that, but she also said that that Spice should have died on the. You remember when Spice almost?
Yeah.
She
Okay.
basically, you should have died, bitch, and she continued to say it over
Wow.
and over, all because Spice said, "That's why your son doesn't like you." In a conversation that they were having about parenting, I said to you, "That's why your son doesn't like you," which is public knowledge, which everybody talks about it, right? Everybody else, I'm a reality
Spice,
TV,
yeah.
Lifer, I know, I've been watching.
Yeah.
Almost every single time Erica Mena gets mad at somebody, she brings up,
Their parenting.
she's hella disrespectful with her mouth. In these same arguments, there was black individuals, black people that she was also dealing with. This is not the first time she called somebody a black monkey. You called Johnny Blaze a black monkey. Let us not go down the list of people that you called monkeys. This ain't her first rodeo, people.
Yeah.
Get with the program.
So you can definitely know what her mindset is like.
So
yes.
when you're in Love and Hip Hop and people, this is not the first or the second or the third or the fourth time that somebody spoke about your child. And people have said worse things.
Yes. Of
And
course.
you never once, with those people, never once talked about them being, comparing them to monkeys or doing animals and none of that. You understand? So what Spice is basically saying is, I'm not the first person to say something about her parenting. I never said nothing negative about her child, which is true. She did not. She didn't say anything out of, all she said was, "That's why your son doesn't like you." That's it. And then you went from that to calling me a monkey, bitch. I would have punched you in your fucking face. Straight. And continue to punch you in your fucking face.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because now I know how you really feel about me, bitch.
Yeah.
Now I know.
And how you feel about
and
like,
how you
our
feel
culture.
about our culture in general.
Yeah. That's
And
what
these
it
are the
is.
same black girls that I've watched on these seasons, sat there and cried with you, alongside with you when you were talking about Mr. Safari, when you were talking about him and how, whatever the case may be, and how he was treating you. And Spice sat there and was listening to you, and then she found out that you were bullshitting. Shakana sat with you. Basically, the whole cast, Bambi, all your friends sat with you. But this is how you feel about them. So my question to you is this. If somebody, say you were on a reality TV show and another male was to turn to you and say, "Fuck off, you ugly black monkey," what would your response be in that moment?
Monkey?
Like, you guys are face to face, you guys are going back and forth. He's talking about, like, you guys are low. I'm saying you guys are hitting, like, not physically, but you guys are going back and forth and hitting
With
below the
low
belt.
belt,
And then
with
the
the
last
words.
thing he says to you is, you're about to walk off. You're like, "Yo, fuck this guy." You're trying to walk off. And as soon as you're walking off now, the man turned around, "Yo, get out of here, pussy. That's why you look like a fucking black monkey." What would your response be?
I'm not saying another word. I definitely do the white boy. Yes.
Chandler, Joey, which one?
No,
watch
our white boy. DJ White Boy, me do the same thing right there.
I would have said Tommy, because Tommy,
Tommy is
That-
my
that's
type of boy.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's so a Tommy. You would have did
I
a
would
Tommy.
definitely a Tommy in blood clot. Yes.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because Tommy demands respect, and you have to give him respect, or he'll get it. But
Because if it was really like me, I move more like, I say like Biggs from Shatters.
oh no, ah!
So, you know what I mean? Like, you think say you're slick? All right, then I when catch a blood clot, when we catch a blood clot.
No, you know who I would act like? You remember the girl from you guys remember Belly? And the girl that killed what's his name? What's his name, man? The one that jumped off of the thing and slit his neck.
Oh.
The blood clot gal, big butty gal. We murdered her blood clot. And then she jumps down and kills him.
Screwface's.
Yes.
Screwface's thing.
Yes.
What was her name?
That's what I would do.
Oh, man. She was a bad gal.
She was a bomba clot bad gal.
Bad gal.
Okay,
yeah.
who's badder? Who do you guys think is badder? Her?
Okay.
No. What fight do you think? What girl fight in a movie did you think that you looked at and you said that was a nice tussle? Because I haven't seen girls like in movies like really, really tussle like that anymore.
You don't. The only one that I can actually think of that was like one of the best fights was from Kill Bill.
Yo,
with
dog,
Vanessa Williams.
Let me tell you
and
something.
That one, and also
they
with
went,
Lucy. Yo.
I don't know how they weren't tired, and I want to know how many scenes they had to do. Like, I would have told them, yo, after one and done, I'm not doing that again. Cut what? Like, my nigga, you guys better edit and do what you guys got to do. I'm not. That looked like it was consuming. Like, it was really. Like, no, I can't fight for that long.
To me is like one of the top female fights I've ever seen. Literally, like acted out.
For real? What's a good fight that I've seen besides the ones that happen at Jack Rollers and those type of things? Like those girls in Toronto. Speaking of fights, girls in Blood Clot Toronto.
Them
you
love
guys,
to fight, though?
Yo, honestly,
they
you know
love to fight
what?
more than man them now.
Listen, we need
what is
niggas.
going on here?
My ballers. This is to all my balling niggas out there. Do you understand?
Yo.
Listen, PSA. I need niggas to put up some bread. We need to get a ring so that people are able to fight this out, like on some real shit. To see,
I agree.
To see niggas' hands.
Sure. I need to be like the Rodney King of all of this thing.
You see how you see how they have the celebrity boxing matches? We need to have a hood celebrity because